Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to my little review for The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 7, Sing Me a Song. Now, this is actually one of those episodes that I actually liked compared to the last episode that we had with the Wonder Woman Island, which is something that I didn't really care for. Now, with this whole entire thing, we actually get to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan again, we actually get to see Rick, we get to see Carl, we get to see Jesus, we get to see a lot of the characters that we know that we love. Now, we actually get to see where Jesus and Carl are traveling to, and we already know that they're heading towards um, Negan's place. And a matter of fact, my favorite part of the whole thing is you got Jesus over here who winds up making a trail all the way to Negan's place. Now, that's actually pretty genius because you can actually get the walkers to follow that trail and actually attack the place. So that's actually pretty smart on Jesus' part. But what's so stupid, in my honest opinion, is Carl. Thinking that he can actually take down Negan and his crew whenever he's outnumbered 1-0 because of the fact that Jesus jumps off, does his little roll thing like he's in Black Ops. And to me, I thought that was actually perfectly well done, perfectly well executed for his character, and the fact that this guy can actually survive versus Carl, who has a machine gun that winds up killing one of Negan's people whenever he gets there. And to me, I think that's one of the stupidest things that you can do. Now, what I like about this too is what I think that's going to happen is I'm hoping that that's not going to happen. Is it looks like they're trying to get Carl to kill Negan, and to me, putting Carl there to kill Negan is the most stupidest thing. It feels out of place. It doesn't feel like it's something that I would want to see. I'm hoping that either Rick or Daryl kills Negan. To me, those are the two characters that I would like to see, even Michonne for that matter. But Carl, no. Carl's the stupid kid who winds up running his mouth that doesn't know when to shut up. He's a teenager, and he doesn't know when to shut up. He thinks that he's irreplaceable. He thinks that his shit don't stink, pretty much. I'm just going to put it down to that type of thing. But can I just say this? This episode was very solid. I felt like everything was in place. You have Carl going over to Negan's place, and of course, like I mentioned before, he winds up shooting one of Negan's people, and then Negan comes out, and he goes, "Hey, I can't have this." And Carl's wondering what Negan is going to be doing to him this whole entire time. And so, anyways, he goes, "Are you going to kill me?" "No, I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to do it. You." "Then what are you going to do to me?" So all this time, he's taking a tour in Negan's place. Negan is showing him around and how people are afraid of Negan, how people are actually bowing down to Negan, how people are affected around him and everything. And he pretty much is like the mafia boss of The Walking Dead, pretty much, because you don't see him making deals with other people or anything and stuff like that. You always see his crew taking whatever they need to take to survive, and then Negan stays behind unless he needs to go there to make a point. Now, in this thing, though, it makes him look like he's the mob king and everything because you have everybody bowing down to him. Nobody questions anything that he's doing. They're afraid of him. But here's the deal. They're surviving. So they're surviving because of him, because they're afraid of him. But they'd rather be scared of him than to starve to death. So that's the way that they actually survive everything. But stupid. And like I said, he does stupid things because he's a teenager and he doesn't know any better because he's an adolescent. But my favorite part of this whole entire thing is a couple of things that happen. Pretty much, Negan is like your uncle. The drunk uncle that shows up on Christmas and nobody wants him around. But he takes out the nephew and he takes him drinking, takes him out to find girls, and everything else. Because whenever Carl comes up to the very top of the stairs and he goes into Negan's little private headquarters, which is I'm going to call like the VIP lounge for Negan, and he goes, "Do you like beer? Do you like tits? What do you like?" So pretty much up to this point, Rick has never really sat him down and talked to him about anything really or stuff like that. And he was always like, stay in the house. Stay in the house. But, that never worked. But still, Uncle Negan winds up taking him over there. He goes, "These are all my wives. These are the people that are afraid of me." And he's trying to break him just like he breaks Rick. And, it's working slowly, gradually throughout this episode. And it doesn't really hit him at all whenever he's seeing all this stuff going on. He's still thinking he can't be stopped. He's still thinking that he can take down Negan, regardless of how big his crew is. And, you know, I like that part because of the fact that it gives you some intensity with Negan's character, and it's actually suitable for Negan's character. And another thing I have to say that's actually a positive for me, anyways, is this. Then you actually see the dialogue played out that was directly from the comics whenever he gets him to remove his bandages, and he's making fun of Carl's eye and everything, saying that he can see his eye socket. And Carl wants to put it back on, but no, he doesn't. But Negan doesn't want him to put it back on because there's that little bit of fear right there that he wants him to have, that little taste. But as the episode keeps on progressing and everything, you actually get to see Michonne do some good stuff here. She winds up smashing the girl's head into the steering wheel, trying to get her to go over to Negan's place. Her plan is a little bit more thought out than what Carl's plan is, and it's also well thought out what Jesus is trying to do. So I like those two aspects of what was going on in that part. Then you also see Rick and Aaron and them are, excuse me, and then Aaron and them wind up finding this place that actually has stuff. But in order to do that, they actually have to go on this boat and go to one point from point A to point B in the water on a boat. And in the water is nothing but zombies. So therefore, they have to go on ahead and try and get the stuff they need for Negan, so that way Negan doesn't kill any more of Rick's crew. So that's what's going on with Rick. And then after that, you wind up seeing it goes right back over to Carl again, and because you know what, let's take a ride. They go back to Alexandria. Carl shows him a tour around Alexandria and everything, showing him everything that they have, and then this is where it sinks in. This is where Negan gets Carl. This is where Negan winds up getting the fear that he wanted him to have. He finds Judith. And Negan is on the porch playing with his sister and everything, holding her, drinking lemonade like it's nothing. So, those are my positives. I don't really have any negatives about this episode, but I am going to give a little bit of a speculation throughout this whole entire thing. So, basically what I'm thinking is, well, another thing too is Daryl winds up, gets a key, and I think Jesus winds up giving the key over to Daryl while he's inside the hole, but I think that's who gave him the key. I don't think it would be any of the wives. I don't think it would be Dwight's wife or anything like that, or Dwight himself. I think that it's Jesus, and he kind of went in the inside to actually do it because of the fact that Daryl actually looked up in the truck, on top of the truck, and he knew that Jesus was up there. So I think that's where that comes in. But like I said, I think that Daryl's going to want to try and escape. But where does Daryl go from this point? Is the main question. Does he go back to Alexandria? If he goes back to Alexandria, he gets killed maybe by Negan. Does he go on ahead and do his own thing and try and survive out on his own? Or does he go to the hilltop and seek refuge? And we already know that Maggie's already in charge of that place. So maybe if she hides him out somewhere in the hilltop area, maybe they can actually help him through the process of trying to regain who he once was. And then maybe then we can actually see him be back to the way he was and everything. So I'm hoping that's what happens with this episode. But still, this is only the mid-season. We also have another season the rest of the season to cover in February when it comes back on. But I actually like what they're doing with this whole entire season. Yes, we had one stinker of an episode, in my opinion. Yes, they lost some viewers, but still, this was a solid episode. And the reason why this thing is called Sing Me a Song is because Carl winds up singing Negan a song from his childhood. And that song is You Are My Sunshine. And as he keeps on singing it, he's getting scared and scared and scared because Negan is over there swinging Lucille, which is the baseball bat. And the fear is over there with him too. Same thing with Judith. But man, my prediction is this. In order to punish Carl for what he's done, he's going to take Judith in the place of Carl. Carl's still going to stay in Alexandria, but for Carl's punishment, Judith is going back with Negan to his several wives. Rick is going to come back and wonder where Judith is. Negan's not going to be around. Negan's going to get tired of waiting for Rick or whatever, and he says he's going to come back another day, and that actually gives him some anticipation on when he's going to be coming back. But it also gives Rick a chance to actually put stuff together, put a little bit of a plan together, maybe to take down Negan or something. But still, solid episode, great episode, in my honest opinion. Tell me what you guys think. Did you guys like this episode or not? Tell me below. And then we're also going to have the mid-season finale and everything. I'm going to do a review on that whenever it's aired this Sunday. And I'm also going to do a review on Moana. And I know I said that last time or whatever, but some stuff came up and everything, and I wasn't able to do it. But like I also say, a movie reviewer is never late, nor is he early. He arrives exactly as he means to. And I'm actually going to arrive with the movie review tomorrow sometime. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, bye-bye, and give me that thumbs up. Have a good one, guys.